Hi, I'm Liz Carlin, Master Practitioner of NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming, and Hypnotherapist. You're watching this video right now because you're experiencing flight anxiety and you are ready to let it go. A little bit about me. When I was younger, I flew all over the world. I absolutely loved to travel. I would save all my money, take a big trip, come back, make more money to fly somewhere else again. I was passionate about traveling. And when I got married, I continued to travel. Then, 12 years later, I got divorced, and something triggered within myself that caused my flight anxiety. I had it so bad that I stopped flying altogether. Then, when I started dating my current husband, we took a couple of trips together that required air travel, and I was busy white knuckling it on the airplane the entire time. Now, at the time, I thought I was hiding it well. Well, I was not. After those super anxious flights, I basically stopped flying altogether for about 7 years. We didn't have a lot of money, so I had the perfect excuse. I didn't even visit my sister who had moved out of state for many years because of this anxiety. And quite frankly, I didn't want to tell anybody what I was experiencing. Then I started down a path where I started to do more mindset work, not to address my flight anxiety. It was just more of a path of personal growth and development that I wanted to go down to improve my life. And during all of the studies and the things that I was doing, I picked up a lot of tips and tricks that allowed me to start flying more. But it was just a Band-Aid. It didn't get rid of the root problem, but it did help. I was able to manage the anxiety and get on the plane, but I was still dealing with anxiety. Then years later, I went to a training class for neuro-linguistic programming, NLP. I went for business reasons, not because of the anxiety. Little did I know that I was going to get my certification and I was going to get rid of my flight anxiety forever. You see, in these classes, you practice techniques on fellow students, and there were quite a few techniques that they were teaching us for anxiety. Now, I didn't suffer from anxiety in any other area of life, so I just kept using my flight anxiety for my reason and like for the practice sessions. Well, I left class without even realizing that my flight anxiety was gone. So then later, my husband and I get on an airplane to fly next, and I didn't think anything of it, was just kind of going through the motions. And he turns to me and he goes, "Gosh, you seem so calm." And that was when I realized I had truly released my flight anxiety. I know that you're probably curious about what it is that I do. It's really important that you understand what's going on in the brain. So, in our mind, we have both the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. So, your conscious mind is the part of the brain that's working when you're awake, making decisions, watching this video and concentrating to understand what I'm saying. And your conscious mind wants to get rid of your flight anxiety. I call this the captain. It is in charge of what you want to do. The captain is the goal setter. Then, on the other hand, you have the unconscious mind. This is the programming that's happening behind the scenes, and it's actually dictating our behavior. I call this the crew or the goal getter. So the main job of the unconscious mind or the crew is to keep you safe. So if the captain sets a goal that the crew thinks is unsafe, the goal getter, the crew, will do what it can to sabotage the captain's plans. The funny thing about anxiety is that somewhere along the line, your unconscious mind picked up that for whatever reason, flying just isn't safe. And the crew provides your anxiety to try and stop you from getting on the plane. So the conscious mind, the crew, is either working really well and you don't fly at all, or you do it and you white knuckle it the whole way. So what can I do to help you? Essentially, I can rewire your unconscious mind to get the goal getter and the goal setter aligned. I use my NLP tools to release the fear and the anxiety, You can think of the unconscious mind as like a file cabinet, and through life, you pick up your beliefs, and based on your experiences, they get filed in the file cabinet. So you have an airline travel folder that's categorized as fear and anxiety. With the NLP tools, we essentially go in, take out the file, and we delete it. And then I create a personal hypnosis track for you to install new beliefs and ideas around flying. These post hypnotic suggestions become the new file in the file cabinet. And again, your unconscious mind is looking at that file cabinet to determine your behavior. The hypnosis has provided new behaviors. There's a huge difference between managing anxiety and flying anxiety free. When I look back on that time, I was managing my flight anxiety. I thought I had it pretty good. I mean, heck, I was flying, which felt monumental. But now, when I look back on that time and seeing how I am now, I wouldn't want to go back. You see, I have 4 trips left this year. I took 3 others earlier this year that all involve air travel, and it doesn't even faze me. It is truly liberating and empowering to be where I'm at today. So if you're looking to truly release your anxiety, let's hop on a call. Leave your credit card at home. This is just a quick chat to see if this is something that you would want to explore. So I look forward to hearing from you and chatting to see how what it is that you're looking for.